that. You can able to store string, you can also store integers, or you can also store floating point values also. So a group of elements of different data type, you can call it as a list. Okay, so here how do you declare, how do you create a list? So we will clear the screen now. That's all about string. We will go for list. So for creating a list, likewise how we have created, like you can create a variable name, and within square bracket you have to give all the elements. Suppose if I'm giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and I'm giving hello. So you can create any type of elements, and I'm giving a number, okay, and I'm giving a number here. Instead of 1, 2, 3, I'll give it as 10, 5, hello, 34.56, and one more complex number I'll give. Okay, so this is what I have created with list. This is how you will create a list. So what I have done, it is a combination of multiple data types where it is enclosed within a square bracket like this. These elements are called as list elements or list. Okay, so here if I want to print, I can use the same this thing that is called print of L will print all the elements in the list. Suppose I want to print only this 5 on my screen. How will you access this element 5? The same procedure what you have done in that is string. So L of it is in the location, always indexing starts from 0 onwards from left to right, so it will be 0, 1. So it is L of 1. So if you are given L of 1, it will display the value 5 on the screen. Okay, if I want to print multiple letters or multiple elements on the screen, I can use a same concept called colon. So I can tell the location from which I want to start. So 2 colon 3 4. So that means I have to add 1 to the ending location. So what I will get is, so I'll get 5 hello 34.56 hello 34.56 and 3 plus 5j on my screen. Okay, hello 34.56 and 3 plus 5j on the screen. Okay, suppose if I doesn't know the ending location, I can give it like this also, 1 colon. It will print all the elements inside the list starting from first location onwards. Okay, from this it will print all the elements. From first location onwards it will print all the elements. Okay, and likewise in here what you have done in strings, L star 2 will print the, it will multiply the elements twice, it will display it on the screen. See, you can see here 10 5 hello 34.56 3 plus 5j is multiplied twice and it is printed. And you can use one more concept called L plus, and you can add one more list. So for this, if you want to add one more list, you can create one more list called tiny. Okay, here the variable I have given here tiny, and I'm going to add the elements into it. So for this I have to, when I want to create a list, you should use a square bracket. So I'm giving 6 to 23, then any other word. Okay, this is a tiny list which contains 3 elements, 6, 23 and high. I am printing this tiny list. Okay, and after which I want to combine 2 lists. So for that I can write L is already created list plus this tiny list. This is what the list which I have created now. So if I given like this, so 10 5 hello 34.56 3 plus 5j 6 23 high will be created. And this list is having a property called, they are called as list or mutable. What do you mean by mutable is, that is contents of the list may be altered. That is the property you have, so which you don't have in string. Suppose I want to change the element hello to some other number. So what I can do is I can access this list of L of hello. How can I access? So it is in the location 0 1 2. So L of 2 I want to change it to a number called 8000. Okay, so now if I want to create, if I want to check the elements print of L, so you can see instead of hello it has been changed to 34.56. so you can able to change the elements inside the list. This property is called as mutable property. Okay, this property is called as mutable property. And one more thing is, See here, there is a positive indexing and also negative indexing. So here I have created a list with black, blue, red, orange and purple. So this is accessed from 0th location onwards, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. When I want to access it from the right hand side to the left hand side, that is called negative indexing. In that case, indexing number starts from -1. -1 here, -2, -3, -4 and -5. So this is called negative indexing. Positive indexing starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is called positive indexing and negative indexing. This particular indexing, it will work for string, list and also for tuples also. So we will see for list. Okay, so now I have done the changes in the list and I have printed it out. Now I want to delete the list. I can use a command called del. Del of L will delete that entire list. Okay, so now if I have given print of L, it will not print anything in the list. It will tell you that L is not defined, it has not been used so far. Okay, this is how you can able to create and you can delete the list. Now what we'll do is we'll try to work with negative indexing. Now I'm going to create a list L with the elements called like this: orange, blue, any colors I'm giving it. Okay, purple, red. Okay, now I am going to give print of L. So print of L will print all the elements in the list. Now I am using a negative indexing concept. So in that L of -1 will print my red color on my screen. That means it is accessed with negative indexing also, -1. If I want to access purple with negative indexing, in that case I have to give L of -2 will give you the purple. Okay, I can also access this red with positive indexing. In that case 0, 1, 2, 3. So if you are given L of 3, it will print red, and if I want to access it with the help of negative indexing, then I can use -1. Okay, this is called positive indexing and negative indexing. That's all about your list. List is, we can use colon operator, and list are mutable. To delete the list, we can use del command, and you have one more property called positive indexing and negative indexing. Next, coming to tuples. Tuples are ordered sequence of items. They are called as tuples. Usually tuples will be represented by parentheses. Okay, so we will clear the screen now. So we will create a tuple. So tuple will be created. I'm creating a variable called t with a round parenthesis. Okay, similarly you can also create the elements over here. Okay, this is how you can create the tuples. So tuples will be created with round parenthesis, and it is given by this example. I have given this example for you. So here also you can also create elements and also strings, complex numbers. Now if I have given print of t, it will print the value on the screen. 1357 hello 4 plus 5j is printed. Okay, so the same thing. So how we have done in that, if you want to access the location 7, like you want to access the value 7 in t tuple, so I can access it with the help of 0, 1, 2, 3. So t of 3 will display that element called 7 on my screen. Okay, if I want to access multiple elements, in that case t of 1 colon, it will display all the elements starting from first location onwards, 3, 5, 7 hello 4 plus 5j. And if I want to extract the elements only hello and 4 plus 5j, then I can give 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth location starting colon 6. That means it will add 5 plus 1 is 6. So if you have given like this, it will print hello and 4 plus 5j on the screen. And tuples are immutable. That means here you cannot change any value. Suppose if you have given t of, instead of hello, I want to give a word called hi. Okay, so this hello is accessed with the location 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, t of 4, I am giving a word called hi. If I try to do this, it will give you an error because the tuples are immutable. This is a property which you have in tuples which you don't have in list. So strings and tuples are immutable, and your list are mutable. That means you can able to change the elements. Next comes a Boolean data type. Boolean data type have two values, either true or you can have a value called false. Okay, so how we will see how you are using boolean in your Python software. So in this you can use a word called bool, and if you have given 1, it will tell you 1 represent true. If you have used 0, it will say that 0 represent false. So you can also check whether the condition is true or not. 5 is greater than 6. Whether 5 is greater than 6, no, answer should be false. It will display the answer is false over here. If you have given 5 is lesser than 6, so it will check, bool will check the condition. It will either give you true or false. This is the usage of this particular data type. 5 is lesser than 6, yes, so it is giving you the output as true here. That's all about boolean. Next data type is sets. Sets, it is an unordered collection of unique items and that are mutable. Sets, it will be represented by colon, that is like curly braces like this. So items in the set are not indexed and can appear in any order. We will see how you are using the sets in Python software. So we will clear the screen. So yes, I'm creating a variable called yes, and I'm using a curly braces to create a list, okay, to create a set. So sets will be created like this. So 5, 2, 3, 1, 4. Okay, so it should be an unique number of items. If you see, I have created a set like this, and I'm using print statement to print it on the screen. Print of yes will print entire word, but entire elements, but it will be in ordered sequence. While it is storing the elements itself, it will store it orderly. Okay, even if you store the elements like this, but while it is accessing the elements, it will access it in ascending order. So this is the property of your sets, but usually all the elements should be unique. Okay, that's all about the sets. And next comes dictionary. Dictionary, always you have used dictionary, dictionary in library, right? So if you want to access any book, you will have a number, book ID, using which you will access that book. Similarly, over here in dictionary, you will use a curly braces, and you have a key to access that particular value. Okay, so this particular data type will be used when huge amount of data you are going to use. So for example, so here we are creating a dictionary D, so with a curly braces, and I'm giving a key value for representing this apple, comma, and I'm giving a key value for representing a mango. Okay, and I'm one more element I'm going to create, 5, 4, 3, colon. See, you have to give it in single quote. Okay, I've created 3 elements in this. I want to print this D. So if I'm going to give print D, it will print all the elements. Now how it is created, you are having a key and you are having a value. Here 9 is a key for this particular mango, and for guava key value is 3. So how can you access this value apple? You cannot access it as you have done in strings, or it may be list or tuples. So if you want to access apple, you have to use D of 4. This is the key value for accessing this apple. So if you have given D of 4, it will print apple on the screen. So for accessing this guava, so you have to give D of 3. This is a number which you can access it. The guava can be accessed with a number called 3 key. So if you have given this, the guava will be printed on the screen. So this is how you can create your dictionary, and you can access your dictionary. So in this video, we have learnt we have learnt all the data types like numbers, sequence, boolean, sets and dictionary, integers, float and complex number. I have taught you how to create an integer value, float and complex number, and I have also taught you some few examples of operations on working on strings, list and tuples, and we know how to create a boolean value, sets also, which is enclosed in curly braces. Dictionary also, it is enclosed in curly braces with a key and a value pair, and it will have a colon in between key and value. And strings are created with single quote or double quotes, and lists are created with square bracket, and tuples are created with round parenthesis. Okay, I think you all have enjoyed this video. Thank you.